In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a window motor and regulator assembly on your Chevy Silverado 2500. This is going to be located in the rear door. Let's get started. Using a trim tool, we're going to get behind this trim for the door handle and pop it out. Pull the handle and remove the piece. Coming under this light right here, this should have like a red and clear or a red and white lens over it. Ours does not have it. But all you're going to do is get under these tabs right here and pop it out. On the back side, we're going to have a connector. Using a 7mm socket, we're going to remove the bolt for our door. We have one more 7mm screw on the bottom right of our door. Remove that screw. Using a trim tool, we're going to pop out this door lock. Using a trim tool, get under the window switch, pick it up, and right here is going to be our connector tab. Push that tab down and remove the window switch. Pull straight up, twist the front out, and remove the door panel. Using a small pick, we're going to remove the plastic stave for our rod. Pop it back. Now we can pop that out and hang it down. Using a 10mm socket, remove the bolt. Pull the handle assembly forward and remove it from the door. We're going to remove our vapor barrier to get to our window motor regulator assembly. We don't want to rip this barrier because we want it to reseal. Gently pull it back, and if you need to, you can use a razor blade to help you go down and just slice that butyl tape as you go. If you're using a razor blade inside of here, just take note of where your harnesses are. We don't want to go around slicing any wires. Using a trim tool, remove the plastic stave from the door. I'm going to pull that harness through the vapor barrier. I'm going to pull that rod out and our other harness. And I'm going to pull that vapor barrier down until I have access to the inside of the door. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to loosen the nuts for the clamp for the glass. Don't fully remove this nut, just get it nice and loose. And then you can even push on it. Do the same thing on the inboard side. Now both of those are loose. Using a set of suction cups or some painter's tape, we're going to hold up our window. I'm going to stick these onto the inside, flip them up and over, and install them on the back side. Remove the connector, push on the tab, pull straight down, and remove it from the window motor. Using a 10mm socket, we have a bolt. This is for our window motor. Remove that bolt. We have two 10mm nuts on the bottom of the door. Remove the two nuts. We have two 10mm bolts on top. Go ahead and remove those. We're going to push these bottom studs through the door. Work the window motor around this harness. And do the same thing on the other side. Push that stud in. I had to lift up slightly. We're going to squeeze the two together. Turn them on their side. And remove the assembly. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to loosen the two bolts at the top. Don't remove them, just get them loose. Loosen the nuts on either side for the clamps. We're going to work these clamps open. On the bottom, we have a plastic plug covering our stud. We're going to go ahead and remove that. You should have another one right here. If you do, remove that as well. Install the window regulator motor assembly into the door. Get the pieces situated. Hang the top bolt right here. Come to the bottom and get the stud installed. We're going to install a nut on the bottom stud. Get it up into that hanger. Pull the stud through the bottom. Get that nut started. While we're right here, install the connector. Push until you hear a click. If you don't, give it a pull. Make sure it's locked on. Tuck that harness back, and on that bottom right-hand corner, we'll get our bolt installed. Snug down the bolt. Snug down the bottom 2 nuts. Snug down the top 2 bolts. We're going to install our window switch onto the harness. Now hop into the car, turn your key to the on position, and we're going to actuate the switch until we have our clamp meet our glass. Do this slowly. Make sure they're going to line up with the glass. And don't put your fingers in between the two. Go until the window stops. Using a 10mm socket, snug down the nuts. Get them nice and snug. Remove the window switch. Push on that tab. Remove the switch. Now pop back in the truck and turn off the key. We're going to pull our vapor barrier back into place. Make sure you have all of your harnesses and door rods that are going to need to go through this vapor barrier. Take the window switch harness and put it through the vapor barrier. We're going to use this as kind of a locator where we'll install that little Christmas tree clip into the door. Keep going around, re-sticking down the vapor barrier. If you're having problems with it not sticking, you can go out and get any new butyl tape or any tape that would work to seal it down to the door, just so that water doesn't get behind it. Get the rod installed. And get the harness installed. Install the door handle, get it flat, and then push it towards the outside of the door. When you do this, be sure that the rod is going to be ready to go into that white clip. Push it down in and close that clip down on it. Be sure it clicks into place. Install the 10mm bolt. Snug the bolt down. Pull the door handle. When you pull this, be sure you still hear an actuation in the back of the door to make sure that this rod is still installed. We're going to get our door panel started. These hooks drop into here, going all the way around. Be sure that you pull your harnesses through. You're going to get that door lined up on the bottom. Reach in there and grab that harness. Do the same thing with that window switch. Make sure it's up through the door. Push the door up and all the way back, and then push down, and you'll feel it seat. Install the window switch. Push until you hear a click. If you don't, give it a pull. Make sure it's locked on. Install the window switch down into the door panel. Just push straight down, and it'll lock into place. Install the door lock. Be sure it's in the right position. Give it an actuation. Be sure that you feel the rod moving. You can also hear it moving. Pick the handle up, install the plastic cover. Push it down into place. Grab the light fixture. Install the connector. Push until you hear a click. If you don't hear a click, give it a pull. Make sure it's locked on. Install this backside first. Hinge the front in, and it'll click into place. Install the screw in the bottom right of the door. Get it nice and snug. We have one more right here. Install the screw in the middle of the door. Remove your suction cups or tape that were holding up your window. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.